Like this content, consider checking out the links, including The Case of the Littlest Umbrella, 2 comic books associated with this, 1 message we do not have to kowtow to gatekeepers. Also, if you check this out, we have a 2 print tier, limited there, because, well, I wanted to limit that and add something new to push it over a certain number. But more on all of that at the end of the video. Hey there, so today I want to return to that wonderful world of anime, and today I want to talk about an entry that I thought was kind of funny and I'm sure will not stay up. Now, if you're wondering, why in the heck is Funimation here? Why are they being put on blast? Well, it's pretty simple. They have ended up in the crosshairs because of the Vic Mignogna litigation. I mean, if you look at their part in it, essentially, they decided to say, hey, we're going to investigate this guy because of specific claims reference to P to the E to the D to the O. Now, when they go in and they investigate this, they don't look into those claims at all. Oh no, they interview 2 adult fans, 1 voice actor, and 2 people associated with said voice actor. Not only that, but after they fired him, they put out a statement in the public, and that statement, well, some people would say it's talking about Vic Mignogna taking a shot at him, but no, they said it's actually meant for you in the fandom. Good way to recover there. Good way to recover indeed. So Funimation. Funimation is an anime licensing company founded in Houston, Texas. They've gone downhill since 2015 due to shady tactics such as putting agenda in their dubs and firing Vic Mignogna for unconfirmed, it's misspelled there, sexual harassment allegations. Why they suck now? Number 1, they added political agenda in some of their dubs starting in 2015 with Prison School. Now, I would say look that up too, because that is actually a very interesting addition here. You know, if you go back, you can see certain names coming up. You can see ones that you recognize, but also you see the ties to this company. I think that, if you're talking about mooring to certain agendas, that's actually important, because when that stuff starts transpiring, you have to wonder exactly what the climate is like within that company and where it's going to go. And lo and behold, well, you found out where it was going to go. Number 2, poor customer service, such as when they think it's the internet connection or episode, but it's actually a site problem. They can also forget to fix a bunch of broken videos as well. That's actually been a huge complaint too. You see a lot of complaints about it, to the point that if you go and search them, you start looking for consumer complaints, you'll see people that are not only frustrated, they're demanding their money, and well, apparently many of them are not getting it back. What they're having to do is put stops on payments because refunds, they don't process at this time. Number 3, they still haven't fixed glitches, such as when, after watching an episode, on the main page, it won't recognize that you already watched that episode and thinks that you're still watching the episode you've already completed. The other infamous one is when you try to access your account, it will direct you to the main page. Again, problems with that. And of course, you know, you get a lot of those. The thing is, with Funimation, it doesn't seem like they fix those. And if you look at some of the ways the customer service handles that, holy. I saw a complaint, for example, where somebody was told, hey, your payments hadn't gone through. So they showcased how they had paid, and customer service, they hung up on them. I mean, that's great customer service there, isn't it? Number 4, they support corrupt voice actors and actresses such as Monica Rial and Jamie Marchi. Number 5, despite not having any clear evidence, they believed that Vic Mignogna sexually harassed a fan and fired him, which ruined their reputation. I would say which ruined his reputation there, and yeah, maybe ruined their own reputation as well. You know, you don't have clear evidence, but you decide to believe people because, hey, you think that it would be easier to sidestep litigation. Weird how that worked out, huh? Weird how that worked out. Number 6, their site in 2017 is very buggy and had video player issues when a huge chunk of cookies are being used. Number 7, in 2017, site used up way too much cookies, and when cookies are being used, it will not work properly unless you cleared your cache of cookies. Again, technology issues, customer service issues, technology issues, payment issues, staff issues. Seems like a theme, doesn't it? Number 8, the current controversy they are receiving from fans makes them look even worse than how fans depicted 4Kids entertainment. Number 9, they tried to remove the cancel subscription button and claimed it as a bug. That's very true, too. They did say, hey, this is a bug right now, but you have problems canceling subscription. When all of these issues, they came up especially, you'll notice something. Again, coincidence. If you believe in coincidence and you believe it's just a bug, then yeah, you go with that. But hey, if you don't believe in that, Number 10, they're very hypocritical. They side with SJWs, but still have and are still now licensed anime that violates their agendas and ideologies. So they're very hypocritical. They side with SJWs, but still have and are licensed anime that violates those agendas. Basically, they're saying here, well, they side with this ideology, but they don't even really believe in that, do they? Because they license things that, well, they still want to make money. That's a thing, too. I mean, if you think about an issue with a company, if they want to make money and they go out and do stuff that costs them money, if they need to remove their drop that subscription button, I mean, that's pretty bad, right? That's pretty bad. Number 11, they took adaptive script writing too far with the simuldubs of Prison School, and you can see the different ones here, by forcing their political opinions and social justice propaganda into the dubs. They later changed such instances on Blu-ray releases. That actually made quite a few headlines back when, too. If you have not seen the blowback for that stuff, definitely look it up. Because, yeah, it was really interesting how one to the other, when you're talking about subs to dubs, you could, again, see what the company looked like. Just like any other thing, when you look at a company and you get a feeling over time, you start to really know them. Number 12, after they fired Vic Mignogna over some sexual allegations without evidence, other voice actors like Monica Rial and Chris Sabat throwing him under the bus, with Monica taking some of Vic's jobs, Funimation developed a very bad reputation with anime fans. Again, funny to see this out there. And if you look at some of the statements, especially if you look at deposition statements, when you see Vic Mignogna talking about certain person at the end of that, yeah, if you want to listen to older statements about that person too, well, go and listen to some things Rekieta said. I've heard some really interesting stories too, but I can't confirm them. And unlike this, well, if I can't confirm, I can't confirm there. 13, they're now removing Vic Mignogna's name in their credits. Similar to above, they claim it to be an error. That kind of stuff, I think, is egregious. You go and you erase the past because you're afraid that something's going to reflect poorly. This is a move that you see by multiple companies out there. We've seen this from everywhere from, say, DC Comics to Funimation. If they think that something in the past will reflect poorly in the present, then of course they're going to erase it for the future. It's an interesting absurdity, but hey, you're supposed to just pretend, and you're supposed to pretend that these companies, you haven't seen this play out, because the future, people won't notice. Number 14, their Dragon Ball Z 30th anniversary set is receiving a ton of fire before its release. Oh yeah, people were fired up about that. Number 15, very toxic workplace environment where infighting and gossip is rampant. Yeah, if you read reviews about the workplace, it sounds like a trash fire. I would hate to have to be there, because you think about these places. Again, all over escapist platforms, whether that be comics, whether that be anime. You notice one thing. These places don't pay well, so they allow agenda to roam free. You know, when you're talking about places where you have to go to conventions to sell your name in order to make money, yeah, that's a problem. Number 16, they are also now dubbing over Vic's lines in anime dubs he was in. For example, they give your example here so they can dub over. And 17, their online delivery service is not very good. I'm sure that someone could go in, clean that up pretty well, but I'm also sure that actually would be something that it's going to be gone anyway. Because any kind of truth, that stuff will not will out, especially when you're talking about a company. That company will go in and they'll secure that listing. Now, they talk about redeeming qualities. They still have dubs that don't preach political agenda. They still haven't removed anime that violates SJW agendas. They used to be a great company. I don't know if that's a great redeeming quality if you go back when. They made the right choice in firing Scott Freeman back in 2015 because of, and you can see what was there, one can still legally watch their movies and shows without directly supporting them on Netflix, Hulu, and Adult Swim. Interesting. So anyway, I want you to give me your thoughts on this. Also, you notice you should not be watching was their new slogan instead of the old one. But I'm wondering, if you look at this, what exactly do you think about that? I mean, for me, like I said, I thought it was kind of funny. I saw some people posting this. And yeah, I think that sometimes people ask questions about what's going on there. Again, could have been more concise and cleaned up, but still, it's actually kind of interesting. So anyway, you tell me what you think about that. As noted at the beginning of the video, you like this content, check out the links in the description. One of those, the case of the Littlest Umbrella. This is our way to defy gatekeeping. Basically, we offer a comic book. We offer two, in fact, with this. One, an all-ages Lovecraftian tale. The other one, comic satire, talking about, well, certain things that have come up in comic books over the last year. And also, we have added new tiers here, so you can check those out. Just added this before the video. Give me your thoughts on all of the stuff that's happening too. Let me know exactly what you think about these listings. Do they deserve that optic, or should they be able to go and clean it up? Should they be able to rinse it all away? Also, I want to end by saying thank you. I appreciate you. You show up, you empower these endeavors. People, they keep forgetting who exactly does that, and well, that's their bad. I mean, if companies like Funimation, they want to run people off, that's okay. Let them. I want people to show up. I appreciate you doing so. So I like to end every day by saying this. Thank you. I appreciate you. And we'll do this again soon. Thanks.